And we, right before we entered, I mean, we were very expectant of what it meant to be the cleanest city. And we actually saw that on our way. I want to ask, first of all, how did you get the inspiration to want to turn S3ns3 into the cleanest town?
Yes. Thank you very much. I had the inspiration from my father.
Okay.
My father was an ex-army man. And everything ought to be organized. And he hated filth. So we were brought up that way. And that was one. Number two, I did realize that out of leadership, a lot can be achieved. Three, an explanation, education could also help. And fourth and last, start from the bottom up. Start with the kids. You empower the kids to shout on an adult who will drop a litter. You know, kids, when we were kids at school, anytime we hear that
Edine dase Ohene David yensesan semfone nkwasasem se na yemutu enya kokodro ni atamfa ho yemfansi no moja ye de oja ne du moja me pa cha wo se afi na ahwe me a me dase bebre obi bi abasa ahwe me da wase me pa cha wo me who strong man e wo ha se ko be anointing. I salute you brother Samuel Yebo anso ha Isaac Hamilton also ha say Animal Kingdom GH ono so ha na kwabena ampofo oduro enti obi abeba so bi amesrew share video na mani age makoma atom yem adentia ene nana Prah Agyensiam na da bia me bona baso ebo ne din ka asem bema ahuamobrim Prah Agyensiam baby o bia nana ye tu din a na ye boy mu ase wo na ye bema mu a wo ne ye say ye de wo toto enyansafo a omo Bible mu no ho enye nkwasiafo na omo gugu akire na omo jime no enti se wo se mani age a enye bibia ene na nana Prah Agyensiam Martin enum kasa at the same time so memebo ne videos ne bi ama wate ne nka na nyansasem a nana we onim nyansanti nyansasem bi o kan bia no I make sure say wate ne nka nti so abaso amwa kwa aba mesre share video no na meda wase anything Adiasan, we late hour talking, all right? Oba be Drew Germany, I mean, okay, say about 11:13, about Ghana, and so 9:13. And so no yening komoka krebi say, what da wakunya manasi baby, I will be an mestre say, Oba bon modern na washe video no programmer open na oshe. Sisi aminoka say common sense family, our life. Other stations our live program be brain so Captain Smart or live and Crawford be brain but ni nyina mu no say what you say obehwe yan wa hade a ene meso medase pa enti me do bi ase obapa giti me wo say o line no so me do ase be brain Gina Brown or say Bonacera Tutu Apostle Dina Tutu Apostle come style okay and some Bismarck ye boy I will say now say oh boy canto Augustino or say share or tree Emmanuel Ameni GH. Hello my brother, I greet you James Atadazi also has say medasi bebre pa entino yeboa opoku hwe anopa me kan sembi nipa antimase na mempese ye bekasa ache bebre nti no Ghana mo amhwe me free ho nyina I salute you guys because mo ye enkophobia ho ye ntime fa mo toto obi ho Ghana credit owen bogus impo ba Ghana ebisu tiemiye bogus ebi American bogus ebi German bogus me no ka say yo German phobia ye no mo na Frankfurt o ma ba Ghana sie ya me no ka say o mo so credit o mo so to ya ye wadwen se obi gina Facebook nti obi otumi hwe ye ho bia ye da wase eni ti aya na ka mempese ye bekasa ache bebre nso to da bi o ha na ye hia explanation ne emu ade nti no medase bebre enti yan kasa kakra bi Nana Prah Agyensiam Nana Prah Agyensiam se unnim na ene mebo ne video baako amwo ho. Me pa cho enya akwa we ya. We ye friend ne sen. Montwe ne din ma me mpese me ya mebo ne din. Ne yire na ne ho fefefe no bet odi twesa abomu obetena akonya no so. This is all he can be doing. Twenko a we ya de papa e bebo odin enti se me kana sem na obi nti ase a fa uni aduane kokodi kasia mebo ahemfo mienu we. Listen to me, me bebo ahemfo mienu we omukro so sene ahonidie tie wo ho no me ba bege ye akiro atindogo Ibrahim me chia ahwe yie Clementine yeboa kodwo ima sankofo mienu we mpacho asenkuhia hene ene mo hene na wo kuma se na mo se mo mpese me bonidin no me bonidin akiro ye frɛ no otumfo Osei Tutu ababiwo oye sante hene makana sema aka se obefa nyansa ehunu se opanyin ade ni otwa kwan nim se na chiachia utwa kwan enye na mafre waka tra afinie na dwense wonti amenya abotre na ya bon kakra se ya enti otumfo Osei Tutu saa kwai ne yere ene gina na chiri ye friend Lady Julia oba ho ofefo ne ho ofe papa na naka ofata otumfo Osei Tutu be se otumfo Osei Tutu waye soro ha uhu na ase wawu awie adenti a etwe no doso dodo na Lady Julia de bia oye kama oba ho ofefo nyansani sei na ukọ wale Ohene we na kofa edidi nkura ditwese abomu Nana Prah Agyensiam na mede ne ba beto so yentie na enum asem na yewie a yebeko
S3ns3 in the central region is famed for its cleanliness, as one hardly finds an iota of filth anywhere in the community. As part of our sanitation campaign dubbed Garbage Out, Solomon Mensah sets out to find out how the chiefs and people of S3ns3 have been able to achieve this feat.
It's a community in the central region that boldly throws a challenge to any other town or city in the country for a contest in terms of cleanliness. One upon entering S3ns3
wonderful
is greeted by a signpost.
Welcome to the neatest town in Ghana.
On the shoulders of the road leading to the town proper are crocodile and fish ponds, and there would be ultra-modern palace when completed. These serve as a source of attraction to tourists and visitors. Barrels painted in the colors of the national flag as well adorn the shoulders of the road as dustbins. This is the S3ns3 community where the residents say they basically respect their leader, that's their chief, and so this has been their practice. They don't litter. Wednesdays are earmarked as a community labor day at S3ns3, where there is no any other activity until after cleaning the township. Abnadroa Mensah hails from S3ns3 and is the Member of Parliament for S3ns North. She says Kushia's cleanliness has not been a day's job.
Started way back. Every Wednesday, there's the Omai Ijuma or community work that the whole community come together to do to clean up the Orange Kingdom.
Abnadroa Mensah says the chief of the Orange Kingdom of S3ns3, Ahunababrim Nana Prah Agyensiam the Sixth, himself partakes in the community labor, throwing a challenge to get leaders to emulate.
Has never been left out of this exercise. Any Wednesday that he's in Accra, he and his chiefs, the elders, the youth, everybody. He's even the first person to come down from his house on Wednesdays when he's in Orange mine.
People will usually be seen within their school compounds whenever they grow bushy. Ahunababrim Nana Prah Agyensiam the Sixth says what he together with his residents have been able to achieve is not above any other person.
Trust me, it is not beyond anybody to be able to achieve this. You only need to let the people know the importance of keeping your environment clean. And you yourself living up to it.
He says Ghana could achieve its desired cleanliness if the needed facilities, like the provision of dustbins and toilets, are in place.
You know, sanitation is simply creating a system to make a place hygienic and neat. So you need to create a system. The creation of system involves providing facility whereby people will use.
Residents are full of praise for their chief.
Our chief yearns for cleanliness. He encourages us to participate in communal labor. We respect and obey him.
The chief has made the town a tourist attraction center. There are many towns and cities in the country, but none could be compared to Asin Kushia. Checks at the Kushia Health Center revealed for over 8 years now, it had not recorded any cholera case by residents. For even malaria cases, it is mostly reported by communities that surround Kushia. James Muzuli is physician assistant and officer in charge at the Kushia Health Center.
The town is indeed very clean, and I think that it is really helping in terms of maybe reduction of cholera cases. Since I came here 2011, we've never had a cholera case in this community, and so maybe we can attribute that to the sanitation.
At the coronation of the Queen of Kushia, the Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources bestowed on Honorable Nana Prah Agyensiam the accolade of a sanitation ambassador. The Sanitation and Water Resources Minister, Cecilia Dapa, urged all to emulate residents of Kushia to promote cleanliness. It has been a beautiful experience at Kushia here in the central region. And as the signpost behind me says, we hope you never forget us. Indeed, we can't forget about Kushia. This has been Solomon Mensah for TV3, Kushia Central Region.
Yeah, that's it. Wait, TV3 for and share that could try and batch out GTV so cry yebi. Na me pese baby a croonishe. Listen to me very carefully. Moi moye santifo, moi utumfo mpanane moi. Ye babe kasa na maba. Nkolankete ai binimu mukranka me beya me yini go the year 2000 me wona nkasa amle nko oche emubi. Mana utumfo didi mono. Enye sa abaya no ekoya abortion 2000 the year 2000 because aka me match emo. Onya ohene mani di wonti. Me ye program to wa na wa betwere nkwase asem wo akire. GTV4 enso koye the same documentary ya na say bibi say na me pa che o me pese ehwe sa video no ho. Hwe baby Asin Kushia ehye pa. To krobi mo. Na without wasting much time let me find this actual video. Ma menhwehwe. Ma menhwehwe sisi ya wate. Ma menhwehwe na hwe baby Asin Kushia no ayeka no ho asem no. Ye hwe baby a ohye. Enipa bi ni minyansa. Ene binum soso. Ebinum soso ejime kama pa, to be honest with you. Ebinum so ejime pa. Sa video yi, ehene wa GTV 4D, GTV, GTV. Okay, let me try this one.
The people of Kushia in the central region are rolling up their sleeves to develop their community. Their plan includes making Kushia a tourism site, giving the resources in the community, and ensuring that their wards get quality education.
Is Asin Kushia the capital of Asin Orenchi traditional area in the central region? The distance from Asin Fosu, the municipal capital, to Kushia is 24 kilometers, and farming is the mainstay of the people in the area. The location of Kushia is through Asin Fosu to a community called Asempaneye, and then takes a left turn, which is about 12 kilometers to the town. From Asempaneye to Kushia, one may think it is lying in one of the regional capitals and not in a small community in the central region. At the entrance of the town, there is a huge signpost and on entering the town, one will see waste containers in different colors, indicating how Kushia has been armed against filth and AIDS-related diseases. The development has made many to conclude that Kushia has the potential of being ranked among the first 5 cleanest towns in Ghana. Trees have been planted along the streets, and green grass is everywhere to beautify the town. In the middle of the town is a runabout with a fountain. One unique thing about Kushia is that instead of calling the communities by names, they are rather referred to as wards, numbering up to 5. The town can boast of 3 government, 2 private basic schools, ICT center with solar panels, clinic, a police station, market, Derby ground, lorry park, churches, and mosques. Ghana is one of the countries in the world with a high per capita consumption in fish, and the people in this area have embraced fish farming in order to create a sustainable livelihood for the youth. There is also a crocodile pond. Kushia is the capital of Orenchi traditional area, which has 34 communities under its jurisdiction. Kantamanto is their festival, which is celebrated once in every 2 years. The festival was instituted as a result of an award that was given to them by Atendanso due to the bravery of the indigents. The population in Orechimai is about 8,000. They share common beliefs, values, and norms because of their cultural background. In an interview, a mathematics teacher at the MA Junior High School, Kushia Justice Benson, said the school performs well in the BEC, but the only challenge is that the school lacks a science laboratory.
122 plus 7x equals what? 62.
And me pese be ko anymore. Baby ana me pese wo hwe ne say. Se wo hwe baby a GTV4 ema documentary no e free asimfosu ekohonom no how many kilometers from there no do wani be kira sempa na ukoduru a wa free main road no so asia mane asia kwa enti baby asinkuchi ahye tokro we mu papa ne ye kwantuni nti wo ye kwantuni hustler traveler ti se me ene mu abrochirefo ne akwantufo wo Kenya wo hwan munyina motutu kwan nti asema American munim ne American se wunya tu kwan free Ghana na wura Kenya Nairobi wo se kuro no mu ye neat adenti a das been ho papa na se mbia okan me se mebo modern na ni video mako a matwetwe na enti a menya kra ne se Sam Jonah enso kra no se na ono so free o de sen wono so free asinkuhia ho na me ahwe interview ya abaye ye na kakra bi e wapa 52 minutes
and we right before we entered, I mean, we were very expectant of what it meant to be the cleanest city, and we actually saw that on our way. I want to ask, first of all, how did you get the inspiration to want to turn S3ns3 into the cleanest town?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Ohene na nkasani na Prah Agyensiam.
I had the inspiration from my father.
Okay.
My father was an ex-army man.
Enti wonya inspiration no, efri ne papa ho. Ye busa so otumfo Osei tu. Enti papa ya sema o kana chese otumfo Osei tu papa. Ene na busua ne maame de o man kire na hunidie. Ana asa sen. Well, yanto aso ne here.
And everything ought to be organized. And he hated filth. So we were brought up that way.
Na me papa chirifin ti wodi me.
That was one. Number two, I did realize that out of leadership,
Abranti ya o hai mamini kan empose no abranti ya o hai Osei Laxi kwaku say ne wofa nimpon ene asinkuhia hene na Prah Agyensiam kwaku ya mamente won kan why. Okay, let's enjoy.
3, an explanation education could also help. And fourth and last, start from the bottom up. Start with the kids.
Yeah.
You empower the kids.
Mbacho, what you asema papa iken? If you know betu asia, enemrem de ye sha asie free de. Wase ye sha asie free enkwala no so. Ye de ye nyina wie. Enti ebusa otumfo education fund. Baby ankwala na omo benefit sa otumfo education fund. Omo na no kra bi ni ho. It's a lie. What this can you know the nyina dike asidan de amama ababruchire. Na wo mpa baby ankwala no go school mummisa say akwala ben onim owo idea efa or the saying that's been ho. Otumfo education fund na otumfo say was sponsor anything kwasiafo bi me video a na o maba na o say an unim no otumfo aye unim bra wabo otumfo education fund no nkofo mo sponsor nyina minimum omo ba asa na nanya akonta no na hemfo no kokohia abrofo ne say na onya akonta mo bia isa na hen ni nti akwala bia no wa wonim ade a friend dasbin o pese utufia ase a na wo Ohene wonim nyansa na wonni no se e kire wa honidie te se na Prah Agyensiam a wo betu anamo apapa itui enti mo tuotumfo nkra yeguso ayeti a enche na ebewie no monto ne nkra se onko asinkuhia hene ho asinkuhia hene na Prah Agyensiam be ma nwa mobirim Prah Agyensiam it's not too late bre ho ase na ko nyansani ho na ko sua nyansa because wajimi
Shout on an adult who would drop.
To catch them while I say, or penny the added from a Montana, Bram Patch of an high from.
When we were kids at school, anytime we hear that the inspector of schools was coming, the inspector was the boss of the teacher.
Yeah.
We were very, very happy that our teacher too has a boss. So adults have been suppressing kids for a long time, so I empowered them to reverse. Okay. Papa, I and to her.
Super.
And they enjoyed doing it. And maybe lastly, you see, sanitation is a process. You cannot expect people to not to litter when you don't have a dustbin.
Oh, li kabre yande baby, li sokoto, li nkite ikapa, matontolo iketepe itintata, shutolo sikebe. Ye. Mere, sadio we metumi akomechipa.
Look at the sea. It is the biggest WC. So anybody living near the sea, and you in your house, you have a small WC, and you think you're comfortable there. Yeah, the whole sea. And if you don't want the person to go to the sea, you have to provide facility. So it is the cocktail of these factors that have brought me this far.
How long has it been since you transformed S3ns3?
I'm still transforming S3ns3.
I'm still transforming.
This is a process. This is a learning process. Everybody here has gone through bad habits, including myself.
Okay.
And therefore, it's going to be a lifetime. So, for 35 years on the throne, I've been assisting my people into appreciating the advantages of cleanliness. And I don't know if you've had the opportunity to go to the clinic here. They will tell you that for the past almost 20 years, we've never had a cholera infection here. And it's because of cleanliness in the main. So that's where we are.
I know we have to make this very brief. So what I would ask is, looking at how easy or difficult it was implementing that here? I can just imagine, because there will be people who try to break the law. What were some of the things that you put in place to ensure that if a child even tells an adult to pick up the rubbish, they will not end up beating the child for disrespecting the adult? And moving from that point, how do you think we can also emulate from what has been done here?
First of all, you have to shame people. It's not always the best form of punishment to take some sheep or money from people. Sometimes people must feel ashamed. Sometimes I drive through the town and I see one robber there, and I stop my car and I just look at the robber, and about 6 people rush to come and pick it up. I can take you to town now and show you. I just have to stop the car, or even if I take you to town now and they see my car coming, you will at least see people who will rush to look with theirs later. So you need to, it's not such a big community. So shame has an effect.
Yeah.
And of course, if it comes to the worst, then we will summon the person to come to the palace.
Yeah.
Then the necessary punishment will be given. And that will include communal labor.
Okay.
That will include fine, money. And if it's too bad, that will include slaughtering of a sheep.
But how can we also learn from this? Because we're hoping that eventually Ghana will be free of filth. But this looks like a very tall order, a very difficult thing to achieve here in Ghana. We were hoping that Accra would even be the cleanest city in Africa by the end of, 2020. That hasn't happened. How can we achieve this?
When you have a president of Ghana trying to achieve what I have achieved, just a fraction, then I look at him and I say, you must be mad.
Why so?
Because it is a big job.
Okay.
It is a big job. The whole of Accra, you look at the whole of Accra, different areas, different tribes, different habits. And to get on one-to-one, to be able to convince them. Of course, the government has started. And for me, it's such a huge job that I didn't expect that to happen in the first 4 years. See, the government takes a step, like Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources. This is a huge step. It is a policy statement. Okay. Then the implementation, the provision of amenities.
Yes.
Education. Maybe the senior high will make a lot of difference because when people go to boarding schools up to 6th form, secondary school level, they come home changed. There's no two ways about that. So maybe that will help.
Okay.
So it didn't surprise me at all. But we should keep at it. Okay. We should maintain that policy of Ministry for Sanitation. We should maintain it. If around here, it took me almost 35 years and I haven't finished. I haven't finished. Then you can imagine when you multiply this by 1,000,000 times, how difficult the problem is. But again, education, general level of education up to a certain point will help hugely. I believe that.
Definitely. And I hope that for every community, if their community head can also start implementing it just like the way you did, and hopefully we'll get it to the national level. Thank you so much. I don't want to take too much of your time. I want to ask for permission to tour your town.
Yes.
So if you can please bless us.
Yes, I bless you to tour my town.
Thank you.
You must have a very critical eyes.
Okay.
Because everything that you see that has been, that you admire, would have been something that perhaps some people suggested to me and I did it. It's all not one head. So have a critical eyes, critical head, and do not hesitate to tell me.
Thank you.
And suggest something to me so I can make it better.
Thank you very much.
So,
yes, I'm learning tradition, you know, and we've just gotten to tour. And so, thank you again. And yes, Ohene bring Prah, Agyensiam the 6th, the paramount chief of Orenchi traditional area, has just given us his blessing to tour this beautiful town, S3ns3, which is, of course, the cleanest town in Ghana. And hopefully even in Africa. Who knows? Let's go see it. Thank you.
Kweko, piles, hemorrhoids. Could that be a lasting solution to this ailment?
Use Chambers chapter 2000.
To play.
Talented kids.
Nanka and Python. He's not afraid. So this is the closest I've ever gotten to any reptile this huge in my life. And this is a crocodile pond here in S3ns3. As you can see, I'm pretty... All right, so that's quite some history here as well. This is the dog that first discovered fire in the forest for the first queen mother of the land. And ever since then, she made this dog, you know, the symbol or the symbolic animal here in the kingdom. And again, like I said, that's the building which will serve as home you know, in a few months for the chief. He's not afraid. So this is the closest I've ever gotten to any reptile this huge in my life. And this is a crocodile pond here in S3ns3. As you can see.
Papa ne kro na kama no. Monhwe ne galamsey for aye papa ne kro no.
For kwa mo de afaso. Ase yensuo nyina aban bo ho dawuru. Enti ehunu se galamsey for no. Omo na amasa yensuo a danka first yedu yakra itumi bo bigu yanum ne yanom. Ne yekọ. Ko yefu ye sebi kọ. Ye de koya de wofu ye bi no wadwan. Ba se si ade untumi fa nya hwe.
Na ye den wo ho.
Na to ho na mo ma abaji nipa ba ha. E mo ba ye ye be ye galamsey for ne wonsuo so no. Ye be pam wo mu nyina akọ. Eso ye hwe asese ehunu se yensuo de sra ni ne da ho ye saa. Na se sisi ye ha de o ma firi ha o. Na mo wo soro. O mo ye adwuma e bi to se akyem brem. O mo ho o mo ye adwuma nyina brem no so e bo nsuo yi mu. Nti time bia ye wo ha wo ye ne ti ase ha.
Na se chese chrome had ye okay. Na mutu mi dware mu. Mo da so to mi dware mu.
Se wo to ne kra hu se nkwala ne bi de dem a o mo dware. Ne to mi dware mu.
Na say bia yare be wo mo because mo nim ne wo nsuo ni mu anti a enima yesa.
Kana na de na nke dware pa ba na nsuo ne yesa no mo fra makoma bi na na mo tumi ba ha. Na dodo na first ne ye ba ha ka uduru ha. Edipa egu nsuo mu no ukura be onwanwa. Anso sisi ano ama nsuo ne ani fi aye nti obi antumi ma medware bi.
All right. Anyway, it's still the day show and we're still touring S3ns3. So let's move to the next place and take a look at what else they have for us. Welcome back. This is still the day show, a special edition here at S3ns3 in the S3ns3 district of the central region. And we're touring this beautiful city because we got wind of the fact that this could be or is actually the cleanest city in Ghana. And well, I'm having so much fun. We've gotten in touch with the chief of the community. We've toured certain places, including the crocodile pond. Now, this is also another pond. This is the sustainable pond that was created by the people in the community. And of course, my curious self decided to get into this canoe and see if I could probably feed the fish in the pond just a little bit. So Nana is here with me, and well, we're about to have fun. Let's do this. Nana, one amoye pond way. Da ben na nyenti edienti na moye nana mo mu dada ntia.
Enso de betu na na munim. Na yensu tina etwabuko.
Okay.
Ha na betu yi.
What?
Na ni nyina so nyina ne se. O pesa daache. Man for free baby ba na moye fishing competition. Na wa bobo na mukase no. Ya wo dia konkuru ma ko bon kwai. Ntina na ni nyina so a wo ye no. Sebaya, ekrom ha baya ni kan nipa bebre baba baya sa adwuma baya fishing competition.
Nana Agyensiam.
Ntina ma wo yes.
Nti mo ye na mo de mo amu na mbehye mu na emote.
Ye ni oto na mgu.
Nana practice.
So pa
in Solomon.
Debbie. Somehow you cook room, send you credit.
Efe.
And she said, a credit is I don't know who's so by us. You're my answer.
Inti den na mo ye ensure say obian me say ha. Yemfa ne say mete ha me tumi ban suo no so.
Oh Debbie.
Inti je say nana ma kwan.
Nana ma kwan say bia na bracing. They say fishing competition inti bia amra wa oni mo da wa na to no. Bia amra no mfa na da wa na ye competition.
Inti mo ye bi pen competition.
Yeah ba ko ane de ye nya ye sun ayo. Ane ye nya ye sun ayo.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to find some fish. Hopefully they'll come and eat. But I hear they prefer when the pond is very calm. And so if they sense any movement, they won't eat. I noticed that earlier because we had some fish food in the pond earlier, and they didn't come until we moved away from that side, and it was very calm. And so this is a beautiful place.
Oi, me say monshe asinkushia. Papa yisu ya wayatu we. Monshe nenso. Monshe ehwo no. Monshe se ne or the saying grasses no etie. Nyame ya adoma mesan do wako nsuansu a ewo Frankfurt. Eden a medoba ko dakro. Ya san hwe. Difference e wo mu no mpacha eduru ha na waka akire me. Nyansani o se daache o nwene ne wo pese daache. Enti papa oto we won fa sika hyehyɛ no na yanhwe kakra bi na yanko next
I must say pretty deep out here. Let me just give it a try and see, because he says even though they dug it out themselves, it is very, very deep. And this is even not to the end of the pond. Well, I'm also learning how to, you know. Nana, you're going to say?
You're crazy. Did you wear no one?
Minion is it?
No, I am like, no, no, I'm to go.
Eh? And yeah, why are you? Why are you? I'm better me too. I'm better me too. I say, how do you come to me best swimming with one?
Say, yes, Anna, and one time I say, you hear woman, no money better. It's a bassa, I can't kill the no money at it.
Okay, okay. Okay. Now, who will be your share?
Will be your share.
Don't never more with the end.
I said, you're good one.
And I make her say, you're how mama.
Love it. Coco, piles, hemorrhoids.
There be an responsible.
You transition from being a young man to a man.
But this is two times. This Omuni at the papa be at the man. Monshe Nana Prah. You're not here for your Hokakra. Higher their backgrounds. What's your phone? Your phone. Nana their backgrounds. What's your phone? Okay, and you know, Sam Jonah. But oh, and your papa we na him fee and I will no, and your way na him fear. We de wa Jimmy, we nim yansa, a trankwan, we nim ho a Jumaye. Yansani no, ni krum na medone nam no. Na yanshe Sam Jonah. Mi wia, metro akwawi, ono so na sase so ne watumi aye we, na sase so, me ba betro nema ono so watumi aye. Ube hu something like this. And never be say now with him. Oh yeah, young boy. I jumped into the baby. Yeah, Baba home. Sam Jonah,
Sam Jonah and Lady Jonah in the house.
I think we should
acknowledge your man something Sharon. I can't wipe a chapel Robin and if you say Sam Jonah, then Lady Jonah, my two favorite people in the whole wide world, are here today with us. and then we thank God. Glory be to God. So, Mommy Regina, our membership, so with the procession hymn from the choir, and then also the singing man.
When you say nose masker, wouldn't say enche, and you know, Timase compare. I know people who say for how long now. And Tinano ada some Jona ko asinkushia, you say, or yasinkushia, dish yankasa, asinkushia, and I'll go so our reno. Nana Nyansenino. Nasasa so.
That's my Okay. So procession hymn by the choir and then singing band. Methodist Church Ghana. Okay, so now Kushia and Obuasi Methodist my procession hymn.
Nana Prah, wouldn't him answer too much. Hey! Wouldn't him answer too much. Just say you was some video.
Some club be my guy anymore. If he had Jaboso, and I'm once home, Ghana for the door and find Yajuma, near Numsu, a Yifia Odo, Etugum, Tinti, Ghana man penny and another Danko Kufado, Canema penny J.J. Rollins, and in Pinfua Wodopi, and I can say Tia Saju Bamboni and also the Atia Netia, Abacasia, and your pro Pepia Sinkushia, 15
Tim Quasasem. Say, o man painting na kufuado a man pain phobia cassette ya and so ni omo ya no moye we say ne can use kwasia won ka say fi na ebuso no Jimmy I am paying for agimenti wo mun nim say answer na obeka kire obi say men tu fi mu ba bi no wadi can provide dustbin dada wo say wo makasa abuaba
Temu Hinano, we kuru mutipa, or when Chimana and Anum when I him Kuno, and when I bubrim or took a course or Pragensiam and a yahim pong, a drum Cassian anti a sinkushian in Chuno in Chiaso, a tiffy and a full a puina toye, Yahoo back across a dafom. Utu and a more dunumbiano, you will come quiet the Ghana chance, dear, I am a fair face as so be you or the tomb. It sounds so beyond from so Kurumu, Eddie Vira, et for more. Ye fena him fee a bonica to treat the inti, or be a slow ferry, so do you better for. Don't see any man for me bonkomo busa say dear when I hint some who did you some am what it say
Ohene mpefi nti yenyina zo ye mpefi
mo
it is that basis abonten we ewura wonu musio kra na now they atum
pacho amamne bia mpenifo no ayato kumi na emfen rantofo ode to a ometumi aje omlato de
pacho me akoko mi fita kade na mba na but me ben bo hundo yembro wo krom ha wo mpefi wa ha ekrom ha no wo mpefi se ibia enu musumpo na edu fo ma obi de we kire osmado
mlawo ha ekire se hasi yam didi emfanto nti no mo de dustbins asisi abonten ne mantem ba bia se ne be ya wo pra wura anase wo didi a rover kra na se dustbin ni o de be she obotom na wodu a ba bia dustbin wa wo de atum
na nakwame achampon a wo ya donten hene e wase kuhia e kire de nti ama hunidi hu nsem e de hu na bobirim na koma so
o man he na odi o man nanim no eni obie de niate oye kwantuni timbringa bringa no tukwan
otukwan a
tukwan na de obi hu no ho no
obehu na brochira
so de ben krum
mo
odidie abrochira hoti de obesa anso yesa abrochira
owura de mufrimpon a wo ya assembly member e wa tin kuhia ne mpotem soso ani adom kase bonkomo
mpunti okrum ha no eye ye dwumadi ye de ne okura da bia no ya manjuma communal labor a ye je ne kuro yi mu a ye be manfo hu asede o so mai dai omoye ye hwe project a wo do okrum ha no ma ye be kan your bank your post office your clinic all these projects ya manjuma a Ohene na wodi anim no eme ye ya manjuma okura da bia ya manjuma okura nim hwe dasbin se wo ha no mo se binya ban ayi Ohene no we hyehye a wo no man ne trase kofa asa ne mo nyina ya dai e ba ye abofra bi so no musuo die no bedi o so de to dasbin nim
asin of this you Rachas Ohinando e hye Ghana fo nyina se woni nso e bibi mfiri de asin kuhia fo ayi mu krom ha
very simple otumfo ko asin kuhia hene ho na kokko sire no se we de opa ne chew nyansa ode ye ne kuro no omo a na wo so untumi mfa bi enye kumase because
motunya tete nkoda no kra tumpanifo mu emosu bia adwemu se ibi kwa wonu musu na de to pemu a enye bone eni nti akoda kra wo be krum ha na peni fancy obe yimpo ewa ha na wode nwire bi eto pemu a akoda o ha to me ka che o se maame ana papa peja ade no epi ha because ha ye pa ade sa ento ha on kwan ya mpa so a o metete na ni nyina aye ehuna bobrim na ni so ade ho a ode na ade eboa community no eni ntime so ade ba ko a mesua hu ewa ade mu ampese me ye ne se kura aka ni nyina ampese o mutu sa anamo no
dum kase ena makonye so ema asin kuhyiafo nyina ayiko afedamo ade amana boyi efra asin kuhia ena bra dum kase
ya dase why ade enti obi a okọ visit ho bia no omo visit ho kra no omo kra dia dance
kuhia. Wow, but I think, why do you think it's true? What they are saying that this is the nicest place in Ghana?
I think it is true. For what I've seen now, I think it is true. They are really doing well.
What did you see that makes you think this place is the nicest city in Ghana?
When you look, take a look at what they are. And every point they have waste bins and stuff. So
okay,
I think it is.
Me bacho sanhwe omachi
in Ghana
and shey di pa na mo kasa no hwe omachi.
Wow, but I think why do you think it's true? What they are saying that this is the nicest place in Ghana?
I think it is true. For what I've seen now, I think it is true. They are really doing well.
What did you see that makes you think this place is the nicest city in Ghana?
When you look, take a look at what they are zoo here. Like I think they have, and every point they have waste bins and stuff. So
okay,
I think it is.
Entimonto otumfo ze tunkra. Chairman apetwe. Ni odwene hu nyina se obedi twe. Sika dodo eba wonsem nyina no. Asenkuhia hene. Ono yentuko gold enchemu miensa ema na ba ko Lady Julia enye wasem na meka ukunu ho asem because de wo ho fedodo Lady Julia wo ho ye mefe too much ukunu ho asem na meka jime dodo enkosi so obesua nyansa no saa enhyehyeye we ma menkyere wo Italia baby ametenan Italia woman bi mi da me drew Italia na okoto Italian book na translated to English, all right? Italian language I translated the about English. Say me sua because pemasem a friend Maria. And that another way send me say you mention exercise ya koso. Omonam ana insuansua ewo Italiano. Say ya insuo no omon person be mu sa ade ba akokora dem. Enti I will show you more, don't worry. I will show you more. Ena omonam ena omoye enti hwe nsuo ni din ye wonsuo we bi wo Ghana hwe ha ye Italy mpacho enye Ghana onsuo no enti ukokoto nsuo na utumi bobi na wanom but ye nsuo ya omode kire ye se mu se ne na aye ye mpanyifo no omagimi omonim nyansa enti hwe we ye Italia nsuo no ade bia dem bia no na omakwa akofa na omayi afrim enti se wo hwe ya eno ana na eden ekoso no you can see eno ana omguso a Maria na de we nyina ba se nsuo no eho nyina omonam abrofo ankasa na omoyidi sa adwuma we ye Italy baby ana mete no na woman no edi free ho no ma ode bre me in fact manage pa na mema aye organ na ye bre nti hwe ensa we ohwe ensa we ya otumi se mema ebre be ma ye adwumaden ama ni sema we dey from nowhere na me hu mani boss na me so ma me fa nkyere nipa nti sa oti abrochire ne na se ne nyame aye wadom no anya ensa emuti se ya twedi ampon na daroma twedi ampon daroma na obenya ensa we nti wo hwe ensa ye da we ene ne a eno soso apie wa kyire ya utumi se difference ewo mu pa masa nipa ebere o nipa bere o Ghana wow likoto likiti okay. Na migusu amenam Germany ene meko baby kakra ena me hu meba no baby aye train gina ye no ma ye signboard we e de asi ho na ya ye sa signboard we e de asi ho ena me de kire wade ne watwere wo so no o se yen ye clean train mu se ne ye clean mu mawo ni asia disinfection mu ayeden amawo ye be disinfect train no amawo enti omode ane se omotwen train bia bebe bia ne awura papa no ma ye enti wei broni na adwuma no mpacha clean adwuma ekoso wa brochire ba bia me de kire no ahu se ye ka clean ya mpacha onyansani bia no ehhehye papa owo no enti train no se ya na ete me sheda na me twa mu enne na me timu na me twa say besi ya say na obehu say ombe wurem na omaba na omoye mu kama enti onyansani de wayan hyehepa edemane man na yenko otumfo osetu na saase so na yenhwe ne ekoso ho. Here we go. Kumase new no whether me sorry pa new market no eno no new market na yesi asie enie kejetia oni o otumfo sentu onama otumfo yo betinya ya na yele na beche yo betinya yele aho na obeti Joseph what say kwase anu su gina kire na Joseph say what say Joseph ene beba be clinic room mama ya aboa toliwa say we yana maba ma osisi ya no nti no mame mpefo from ma osisi ya na hwe ade an otumfo osetu ono na bobo ano ena me de a kire wo no ekoyi foforo de ama osisi ya nanya we yana mboma osisi we yana mboma osisi ya mame hwe soro ha no ni masala ni ha otu voice eti ona Wani enti obotumfo na ya menya ni videos no mo me na me pentem sisi ana pentem we eye kumase enti se unima kumase na me yi kire wo no we nyina yi kumase ne otumfo betumi aya no otumfo setu ne obetumi aya ne se akwa we ho asem na me kan enti me de na eto ha na wa hwe ne kakra wai de na eto ha na wa hwe ne kakra wonie enti yankonkohe na sase no so otumfo setu kohwinima hine wajimi ase ya na ibegu wani mase suanyansa wo ya de papa mebo wabaso eni here we go
aha ayan kan jowu
aso ya kra enti enkran for wa Bola choko gatemu mi wo tra tax e ma authorities also be yesi ejuma no ya kasi one fix country na hwe o mo se fix ya hwe bola mu kan bola ura before we need a pain of so na before I met aso no I can say me kire mu me wa hanu ma yesi dinosaur mo akoka asem bi ena enkran paying atwe no ede na kwa gina badwam ya frɛ no enkran gama nche na hemfie na kwa hwe kwase bi gina ho na ototo ne nsa aboa jowolu we ye jowolu wa wo si ye nyansa ni sa wo tenkran ami lo no kra na kama de sa wo tenkran na se jimi sa de we na wote ho a ye bɔ mu din ka asema na aye den wotenkran na se ye bɔ mu din ka asema na aye den hwe monhwe mo bolam hwe bola jowulu Mote wono maton sase atoma en knaifo maton asase en krampanifo maton sase atoma ga traditional area no anashe ga traditional council no mote onyansade be na matumi aya mo obi kama asema na mokojojo no ahemfie nyansade be na ga leaders no mo amosimo ya ahemfo no mo sole amote toilet mu hwe Muti bini muti toilet mu nkran kan ba bia muti hene kan jiminti mon hwe na de monka obi kama asema mo se omra fi omra no ma omepacho for what mo ho be ne ye mutu mo ho be ne ye nkran mo ho be ne ye nkran leaders ya mo hwe nkran so no mo ho be ne ye munim nyansa mo fa clean gutters mu munim nyansa mo fa nya hyehyɛ papa mo betumi ama gutters mo nyina ye clean munim nyansa mo fa kwanya mo ba fa so the dustbin about the whole Accra mo tonton asase na mo nsua nyansa na mo fa bi nya mo kuro no mo sɔre afahye se ye di homo wona ono okasa homo wono eye bullshit ya odi so oka ono kwa de wanka ne ye Jimmy nti mo hwɛ de mo gutter maye mo se ye nkama asem muadia kwa ya na momfa yeso na ho na mo beti mo tamfi ani mo se mo ye oga etinkran ya toilet mu na mo te ho na ebu mo gama ncho hwanyo na asefo mo amugwa yimfi o nyina dukada ya mwanwa jiminti muntimi nsu nyansa se mo betutu ana mo mpa jimi ana mo tifim obi kan se ma mo se brabe pacha o me pacha o e wode ho mwa na mo de my lucky pa my very very lucky we otumfo asase no enti no se ye kohwe asinkuhia alright baby a abaya idi ye fa yi baby ana ye nenam sisi ana ye hwe no asinkuhia ode mamemo we say so
Wonsen kro bebre wo man Ghana mu a efi ya gi aboso enam wanse ho mra Ghana fododo na mfanya adwuma ne yenum nsuo eyefi ahodo etugu montinti Ghana mampanyi na nado danko akufu ado kane mampanyi jeje wo eni pinfo ahodo pi na akase tie sa adwubambo ne nso de etia na tie adom kase e de aprobo abepi asinkuhia fifini mantemu he nyina no we ni kure mu tipa orenchiman na nanom ntenkunja wana hinkuru no ehuna bobrim otekokko so Prah Agyensiam na ye
yes, we so. We see what you for there. Who was think to share? What you for there?
So I'm a man, you bunch in a body and a foot. Jeffrey, I come and see a muka. You feeling is in your
tie asem we o se me ye ne ye no afi de wapam ma na o tonton banche ne ade e wo ka akwan mu no wapam o nyina afiri ho enti no aka efie no ntu de yansanwe
so I'm a man, you bunch in a body and a foot. Jeffrey, I come and see a muka. You feeling is in your
Kafa suntu ne fa ha. They say prayer called Dr. Mensa to my share muda. Oh yeah. So I'm no body and
where you bant for you left with them. Yo,
you feeling is in you. What's Kafa suntu ne fa ha. They say prayer called Dr. Mensa to my share muda.
Wow, winning baby chrono, Ujina, Dr. Mensa, honum, now when each the pampa soa. A honor boy no ewana or if you just
so I'm a man, you no body and a flick. Jeffrey, come and see a muta.
Chairman,
you feeling is in you.
Chairman, Chairman,
Kafa suntu ne fa ha.
Chairman,
you see prayer called Dr. Mensa to my share muda.
Chairman,
you so I'm a man, you no body and a flick. Jeffrey, come and see a muta. You feeling is in you. What's Kafa suntu ne fa ha. They say prayer called Dr. Mensa to my share muda.
Man, say, ye say, me country and say, oh, only be a inuya, me patch on your tennis say, Utum for no. Timie, Utum for say to Aquawi. Jammy, we. That's been grown to me provide the minianum. Me had a go catch us only inuya. Huh? What was Edmond Step was Ken David tell him to plant some coconut trees, okay? Anyway, so say on planting some trees. Ain't no Miss Ramu. That's been keke. Ebemani chromate. Utum for to her and as I say,
oh yeah. So I'm a man, you bunch no body and a flick. Jeffrey,
if you cropa utum for it, he was so. Now, Kosha Sinquishia. Kosha Sinquishia. We see and fell no hene. Enti me busama say we ene asinkuhia hene hwan na yenyansani akwai otwe one asinkuhia hene hwan ene yenyansani ana say hwan na yesi efre ne King Solomon hwan na yesi efre no Ohene na Prah Agyensiam yentu godo na asase so enchemu miensa man ba ko even enkofo kra o se o mo ne mpatam o mo yes o mo tu on se o se wapam o na pam o when your friends so Ohene nyansani woni nyansa. Now we have a country the Minister for Land and Water Resources is one resources. Say, what's the say? No me to galam say na ye tinu asantime won to asie ma. What Jimmy? We nim nyansa obetu anamon law enforcement and na metie fo nyansa fo badwendwema fo no. Na omugusu omoka no. Metie fo be nyansa fo badwendwema omo say my law enforcement, but Nana Prah Agyensiam so can say you cannot tell the people not to litter. Why you don't have dustbins? And me say my chef for nyansa for by dream for no. Man we will be treated by say a quote. Yes, I second you, my brother. I agree with you. It is a very sensible quote. Untumi nkanjro bi say men yefi enwu ha abra won provided that man no nyansani na akasa no entimi ebusamo akwa we ni asenkuhia hene hwan na e say your friend Ohene. Judge it yourself. Me pa wa share video ne bi wa share video na mama de enkoka nkofo bebrensa na omonhwe mu nsia nyansa maseba mpese mekani otumfo say tu just go to Nana Prah Agyensiam. Go to him, Krache. Go to Nana Prah Agyensiam. Go and beg him. Go and kneel down in front of Nana Prah Agyensiam. Baby and the crew she kilometers do out the Bekwa from Asin Fusuno. And yet adeketwa baby or sheno, Koya Hunidi, wow, we are the second capital. Who sign with a world recognition as a king, who sign with a world reputation. Enti nkrofo enimo wa wudu kwanya wutumi fre Kumasi esikafo se despite ya obefre no se kes bia befre no kwame despite me ko UK obra beja me kwan na naba na so okuta 50 despite bana 50 million 100 million 200 million ya kasika de mano eja no kwan all to kwan keke no wa fresi kafo no ma beja no kwan. Lady Julia, in case you don't know, I am telling you that's what your husband Otumfo said to the second Otumfo said to Abiu. Ni oye no. Ni oye no. Obafre mo meja me kwan. Sika obenya no wo de wi atwe. Nti ni odi no airport no. Do you have any idea about that? Mema de ye Johnson no lie. Ye nyina ye be dipa. But let me tell you. Yemfa oman ni sika na so oman no ho ade enni twe ensi mansions mankwala opeso owo anu ama watwa plane ticket wakwaje visa amana manaba o de sen UK aba wo omprafo ayeye sei tam Lady Julia ye ogina we wono wayeye sei tam enti se oyira ye yama o ma ye yama aso omprafo so a nyansa odidi twede wo yade nyansa odidi sika ba wahene mo yade nyansa revenue. You only think about revenue kwan abafa so a ubenya sika ne ade and this actual man wonya bibia free wo kumase enti se wonya bibia free dia ade enti a wonfa nyansa entumi nye asanteman enti wo Lady Julia, you don't have any idea ne mprafo minim bebre meme na meme mpese so ne maso Oyemena at the end of the day no oya asante hene. I love him. Me pese ontu ana monte say hwe na Prah kasa no Osei abaye ya obabaye no interview ya okasa yi. Osei se wo koto mikro na oba kire se wo kwa akochini akohwehwe niam amaye ne krom ha de na mesrew. Na nane dia hombrase asan pa abaya ne chew se mesrew. Se wo kwa ade bia obehu a because corona ayefefefe no tie papa ne num asem o corona ayefefefe enfiri me nko amadwene ma na se ba akofo etirimopo ana ne tirimobo a oboye na ama corona ayefe a different minds ba chote ase adwen awodo bebre etire ba ako enye tire ba ako na yeye eye tire ahodo ene se obi tumi hu ade no wa suggest wa susu amame se nana se ne okure opese yinya sei wo hanom a wo se ntem na no wasom ohun se bebo ape no asom enti no o ka kira ba ya ne se wukọ na wukọ hu ade bia ususu se me ye wo krum a ebebo a epacho don't hesitate to come and tell me na me ntu sa na mo because me pese me kuri enye oman a nipa befiri echichiri mencheye echichiri ne mencheye nyina aba behwe me kuri na omani aka kuri ho visitors beba na natrimopo no Yebusa ababio say utrimopo ne den ababio utrimopo ene den jimina onyanse san wodesa akeka sa na afiaso na wansisa you kan kamenti woni bibia enti ko kan emo amoe eno no Kus question. Maybe incidentally pass men share. Also, the insulting is too much, so I cannot share this video to my friends because it is not very good, educative enough. And so you can go because we know two phone. I'm watching me abom. Me show we so cram me beam. Me block you nebe kura. Nka me block you sisia. Where Jimmy? Aye. Ni American nyina no uhuni say enye more educative enough we enye more educative enti ko na kokotenem aboaba utise bosum agwa utise bosum akonwa say me ntumi share video no because it's not the insult is too much kwasia ni ono create kwasia environment say ma wo no a utim no e na ope ni wa creating kwasia environment we ama wo no eno mum educative ma udwan wagime dodo menim da obesua nyansa wa aboa papa onipa na asase so na asase so waye we no ena ye ofe kwasiaba unikire the new market na ya no eni program na me ye no is not educative enough untumi ensha aboa we na betumi akwa share we fa koma nkrofo abra atemdidie bia nim jimini utise udwanti wajiminti unsua nyansa da aboaba unimi nyansa we nyina wonanana asase so ontumi ntia regional minister ema ne ntumi nsesa kwase asem we omomnam kumase na omote na na ahemfie no ade chi bia we no mutwa de bre otumfo ka ebom wa ha na atwema akwa menhia kwase aba unitire sua nyansa no wagimi pa aboa school we nyina wa santimem kwase aba unitire otumfo betumi atea also ye education fund school we wa santimem kwase aba a unitire wagimenti unim nyansa sukui wa santimem enye me program ne education educative enough kwasiaba unitire kona kokko ma manko school ha sei anase wankasa ko ha kokko je education ne bi aboaba a unitire jimifo wanim se odwan hwenim kwasia Ghana soldier force say de omo active war from ntimo me ahwe kakra. He said that Ghana for active war from any fire. Fire. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Etu na yeto no se wuni ma me ka kire o. Nipa na yetu akom no yes omudu gold. Omo ye illegal mining. Ena soja for the plane nam soro. Ena fire. Yeto bo. Hey, minia me sise wote Ghana dwane. Ewuda di nyankopon. Me twe ho ka me dia si weria. Eh? Che? Ye tutu nipa omo ye omo hotu no no. Yeah. Etuo no your fire the first ni nyina akura no your fire ni nyina akura no anka ade na e wo no kura akire na ma huza akobomba ako oh ensuo just illegal mining then your my ensuo eno na omutu mu ana mo keke no minia eno na yetu mu ana mo keke no he tutu omo active war from gaga Sorty gaga. Oh, never. Enkoye ebusia. Enkoye.
Welcome to S3ns3.
Hey, fio. Ente ebusia ana mde mbwesie mesrew. Se koba se ope beset affidavit police report gazette mesrew se oba contact number ya egusi 0575903181 and I say 0206150333. We any number of friend Roberta Omario say my head hurts me and Obapa gifty or no so was no huni Ajay Edward was and my we say Kwaku Ishraba or say concert in Kwa Kiso concert party into a minor and anyway me pacho MND Express or say so here Ubeset, Unia Gazette, police report, affidavit, and I say passport or Babo Modiana Ubefre number na iguono. Medasi baby we more and then cofa or Masoya Sene. And I feel so hot spot with Robert. Hot spot with Robert or say Opese Utukaya and ne ye nipa ba kubi honoma or no beye and shisheye ono ade ne sika kwaje visa etwa plane ticket atoso ama wo uwie ade na china monkohwe se eye bibia ye genuine ansa na wakoyi sika ade atua neka sa connection no eguso a ekoso denden nti se enkwasa sema ekoso wo Ghana hu pese obehu bi na wo sorry ifiri efin na ekoso wo Ghana no modia ene mesre wa wadaroma bo modern na hwehwe hotspot with Robert why mesre wa we Africa nkwa na obehu bi hwe na sre kakra bi na yenko why we anya big deal bi Ay, hey, ready, Bema, say, Yehovah, hey, wokuno, ready, Africa, Edi asem kureni abusia miti meje eti fawe kokoda obende saadi ya we akwe mami na osinko mfi na brai jije he wabona wasi wo mfiu osinko mfiu wajiji mami ya no se he ade a waye nemechiro bibi paawo wonye bema wo me na ka mede ani die ma wo mebo wani so mebo kasia bema aboa o mako homa me ko ba na asen adi me ene mekun kwasia wadi me aguso mekun ne aboa Entino fight na negusu ekoso ho no ntimi da mase ame ya aduma ochina yebehia na Pentecost na me de omutwa to Pentecost for omaye Agyensiam akwa da bia me kan asem we kire mu a ya na monyime nni Ghana de nkwasasema ne Africa nkwasasema Africa nkwasasema hwe ayi for Pentecost for na akwakosi saa bia we hwade Pentecost na akwakosi prison camp enti asorefo ye bo we tawni akọ asorefo esi prison camp ana aban no so esi cathedral. What is the essence in this? Aban esi cathedral or the mamu asorefo se mobakọ akoya asore asorefo no si ye hia asore yeso esi prison camps adentia mbacha wadwene ho ye ka asembia unim baby anana ya abrefo uwo bia for the first time I salute you uye nyansani ba asema me kan anopa me ye program fasa issue we ho nana ya abrefo no wo adom a wafiri ho no ma waba angel baby no ne Captain Smart we wono so aka se nyansa ba akokura nim se Pentecost for o mobakwa akwa che said wombakwa akosi prisons Ose meka se enha wo nkotena so dem ubedu ha no ma asori semini ha enye le babarima mama sikada ya rikakakaka na me time na me ko Pentecost no o mesi ye ko Holy Ghost service ni ejina ho Jesus say how se unko Holy Ghost service da me ka kire me ye Pentecost ni emu na me share ye bo mesu e ma me share Christos mase ya kosan lai we mu dia na we mu dia ten lai ba ku bia no nipa ba bia 50 na sanso ye gina ho no ma omoya na ebo Holy Ghost nyom na weje nyame sunsun wo yoja beye wajumo beye wajuma woje fire Holy Ghost eba come and take control. Oh, we need you every day, but I say yeah, we need you every time. Holy Ghost, come and take control. Jesus, also fire monka. Jesus. Me say, ye to me can 30 minutes, 40 minutes, nani ba jina ho. Afi de won't make Jesus ne bi G. You want Rika Yabe, Rima Mama, Sikata Yababa, Reka Maya Mama, Rika Yada, Sikianda. Eh. Yefri kwame nkonoma penso. Sikianda no. Intimacy is on my Ghana. Me say Christianity is West religion, Muslim religion, Somnia in West. And when you say about what transfer them, about the mama from and fear sending the mama from Ghana. And moi, and fancy why or minor ye built it cook and I say Bibiako and Massam. Oh, ye here doesn't want to me and find Bible. Oh, say a yakos your friend is saying. Illegal money, yeah, because you almost mummy and find Bible, Yamebe. Tutu do Pentecost, I saw them. Jimmy also for bit me aka, Jimmy Samu bit me aka, no. Oh, illegal money in the way and find Bible, Yamebe. Obi ekuna threaten so bekuno o se maame awala de yempai bo nti yemfa nyempai bo okofia no ami amene no okuno yenya adwuma o se yemfa nyempai bo meanwhile ye se ministers yempanyfo no ene bi adwuma de ma o se yemfa nyempai bo adwuma de nyame na ma adwuma o bia beka wase mo Ghana bia ye se yempai bo eyempai bo mo fiti bo mpai bo mo bo mpai Ghana nyame som eba Ghana eyene Pia yesi humasem inti me isi ni pi enne aka kire mo say Pentecost mo prison na mo prison camp na mo kosi ye nyansanim mo kan mani panti ase fe de efe nka be kan so ma ya de enie o ma si ase ya workshop nyina prison yard no prison camp na o ma kosi no o ma si ase o de say nyina aka ho we bebia image no omobeda eno na oguso a wohwe no omaye ne kama let's say aban no esi cathedral mo so mo si prison which is which mo pese anya moden ka park a mo be diso aguro nyina ene a providing no ha sei no baby a mo be ba sorry nso mpacho eno nso nie ai baby o mo be ba sorry nso no eno nso nie Holy Ghost. But what you say, meba betro e ibako. Enti omayi no say na tie. Prison camp na de yesi pa. O mesi papa. Baby amobe ya sori nso eni. Enti Pentecost for say abanye ye ka kirewo. Aban ye ka kirewo. Ye preaching, ye Bible, ye tongues, ye Sister Mary Deacon Paul, why deaconesses and da Paul ne why no bachaw and to me answer Ghana for. She say Ghana for ye den ombe wiade mo yen elders no ombe ditwe ama nipa ne nyimo mbekwa ko yegu ama nipa na wuntie de no bekwa akotumti no se ye prepare baby a yen yasore ma no omudi nkwasasema mode omubeko enu ani ye hia cathedral very simple we ye indirect speaking no maka akachire or the saying your friend simple akwa we kura ni tisa akititwe nanado enu anu no why no hospital beds and ventilators we Phil Phillips and the bra we nyansani wate Phillips we nyansani onza wokra wo se e wo se wa wonya ba mu nipa no wo se e wo se nka sei na se omo ya na se wonya Ghana panyi bia no wo se wo se e wo se sei no omo ye no ye panfo ni Jimmy nko a asofo Jimmy nko a politician Jimmy nko a ehemfo so Jimmy nko a time aso abroso ntimi ene wonto aso aha enam dum besi nyame ya adoma me pa chaw oh sorry we akurase ene ba dia me koye na honum akurase o makurase a me koye no train twam ho na wa hwe train station ya ye wo akuranase o ba bia me koye no akuranase train station ya ye dia to amomo na me hwe din na se akura eni ba bia akurase any baby, Minianum. Madam, I say, Hanam de Bussi, Yamia, Ochina, Yabeto, so well, Yammer now shame and Medawasi Bibri, Yabua Puku, or say our future king in the Asante Kingdom. This is real life, Medasi Bibri. Abiam dance to say, even dogs and cats raising better than our so called useless leaders. Always